Space, the boundary of human achievement, the new frontier.
It's just a cough.
Yeah, right. And the Earth is flat.
Treat your cough seriously with Robitussin CF Max. Nothing lasts longer and treats more symptoms for your cough, cold, and flu. Robitussin, because it's never just a cough.
In a few moments, you will have an experience which will seem completely real. It will be the result of your subconscious fears transformed to your conscious awareness. Warning, this tape must not be played by government personnel. It can be extremely harmful and result in severe trauma. You have 5 seconds to terminate this tape. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It's good to see you. I must go. I know I must go.
Hold him. Now you listen to me, you hillbilly punk who thinks the world's still round. I'm here to tell you it's not. It's flat.
Lexi, tell us something interesting.
Okay, the Earth is flat, and a witch stole his pants.
Flat Earth expert Mark Sargent thinks the moon landing was a hoax.
Technically, the moon itself is a hoax.
Right, but betting with Sportsbet's new iPhone app?
I could do this standing on my head.
Thanks, Gravity. Sportsbet's new iPhone app. It's foolproof.
I know how we're different. Do you believe the Earth is flat?
I know it's flat. I walk on it. Holy sh**.
Do you think the Earth is flat, Snoop? What do you
It's a flat world after all.
Smoke weed every day.
Und jetzt der Verkehr. Vorsicht, liebe Autofahrer, auf der A3 Oberhausen Richtung Arnheim ist die linke Spur aufgrund eines UFO-Absturzes gesperrt.
Broadcasting straight to you from a large spaceship currently at war with mainstream science. Meanwhile, the Peanut Gallery would like to note that Independence Day marks the historic occasion when a young nation boldly declared its independence from colonial rule. It represents the culmination of years of sacrifice, struggle, and unwavering determination. The journey towards freedom was not an easy one, but through the indomitable spirit of its people, a new chapter in history was written. Now the real trick is to try to get back to the original concept, now that we have moved so far away. Hello, everyone. He didn't write that with AI, by the way. He just wrote it. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Strange World, where the truth is often stranger than fiction. I'm your host, Mark Sargent, the creator of Flat Earth Clues, which propose that all of us are living inside a Truman Show enclosed structure thousands of miles wide. Just Google Flat Earth Mark. If you can't find it, well, you're just not very good at the internet. Currently, the show is on Tuesday nights at 7 Pacific, 10 Eastern. And yes, Carolina, if it is not July 4th, 2023, I didn't even have to look. Then you are listening to a rerun. Quote of the day goes exactly like this one thing. Some say silence is golden. I say that silence can be a very loud statement if you look closely at it. Who said that? Me. Just now. Came up with that just before the show. My co-host, she's lovely, she's sassy, and she's one of the biggest Flat Earth rock stars ever. Karen B from the YouTube channel, Karen B, and host of the greatest Flat Earth conference of the year, the Las Vegas Flattoberfest 2023. Hey, Karen.
Hey, Mark.
How are you?
I'm fantastic. It's great to be back on this fine Tuesday evening.
Indeed, and by the way, I am sorry that I missed yesterday. I got tied up with a bunch of stuff yesterday for your Monday morning thing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't get a chance to sneak in at the end. By the time I got to the machine, it's like, crap, it just ended.
Yeah, we missed you, Mark.
Yeah, I know. I wept. I wept openly. And then I got over it. Hey, Karen, being the current queen of Flat Earth, it must be hard to find Flat Earth friends. Do you know an easy way to find cool people like yourself and solid info about our stationary horizontal level plane?
Why, yes, that would be the Flat Earth Sun, Moon, and Zodiac Clock app.
Yeah, it's the perfect gift for friends, family, and complete strangers. Watch the featured video every day for 2 weeks and see what happens. It'll be the best $2.99 you've ever spent. David Weiss approved. Don't forget, you can also find this program on BitChute and Brighteon, Rockfin and Rumble, and all sorts of other stuff that Karen probably hasn't even told me about. YouTube is not the end of Flat Earth. It is just the beginning. Shoutouts. We got a few shoutouts because we don't have much in the way of general headlines, although we do have some lucky, unlucky, and we do have Clown Worlds. Obviously, first two Flat Earthers, Stephen Carpenter of the Deftones. Support the Flat Earth cause and get the coolest hoodies ever. I was going to try to come up with a funny joke about Sarah, but I couldn't off the top of my head. Go to the strong.family, won't you? And pick up some merch. I actually don't have any meetups at the moment scheduled in front of me. Do you have any meetups?
Yeah. I do not. I have not. Nobody has sent me meetups. No.
Perfect. That works because we got to get ready for the conference anyway, which we will talk about. I did put the commercial on your commercial on my channel. I am going to be pushing hard for this, which is the Flat Earth 2023 conference, Flattoberfest, run by Karen B. It's going to be in Vegas, 21st and 22nd October. So please go to flatearthfestivals.com.
Yes, flatearthfestivals.com, or you can go to flattoberfest.com. It'll take you there too. And go to the events.
Yep. I'm going to be opening. We'll talk about more, but I'm going to be opening the show, and I'm going to be doing a Q&A. Of course, I'm going to be doing a legendary opening speech, which everyone will forget because they're going to be somewhat hungover. And then I'm going to be doing a Q&A. But anyone that asks a question during the Q&A, or you can just stand in line, we'll hand out cards anyway. But one of those cards will be special. And if you get that special card, I'm not going to tell you what's special about the card. You're going to I'm going to give you my my cool lab coat from the 2019 conference, where I stood next to Karen. It's an old-timey Frankenstein lab coat from like the 1900s. It's really cool.
Yeah, it's like the mad scientist one that buttons up the side. I think it's cool.
Yeah, I wish they went back to those. I thought those were awesome. It's like, oh, they're so stylish. All right, let's see. There's a couple other shout outs. So first shout out to, hang on, I got a snail mail from this guy from a guy in Canada. He sent it June 15th. It took a long time to get here, apparently, because it was Canada. So here's a letter right here, Canada. Nice hand scrawled. My handwriting is not this bad, but when it does turn this bad, I usually just print it out and then cut it and paste it onto envelopes. But he sent me a letter that was written, so unique, written on the back of a shoe repair ticket. That's the letter.
Is it green?
Yes, it's a green shoe repair ticket.
Okay, well, we can't see it because you're on green screen.
Oh, we should be able to see it if it's in front of me.
No, it makes your face blank out.
Damn it. All right. So anyway, let me read this. It's from the top down, right? And it says, "Dear Mark, really enjoy the podcast every Tuesday. Keep going with it, Ryan. P.S. We did a special brew for our meetup last November. Label designed by April Saint Laurent. I don't know who that is, but can you see this? This is
Yes, sort of.
the
Yeah.
label. See that?
Shoemakers Flat Earth
Pale ale.
Pale Ale.
Yeah. That's
Cool.
the label that
It's
they
got a
put
little dome.
Yeah, put on the beer. So very, very cool. Thank you for that. That's awesome. Also got an email from John Evans. He is doing Karen actually knew this. I did not know this. At the he does a kind of like Peter Javrio. He does a special flat earth booth at the Davis, California, which is next to Sacramento, the farmers market every week. So and it's a local farmers market also on Wednesdays from 4 to 8. But it's also every Saturday from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. There's live music and food vendors are available. So if you want to see a flat earth booth in effect and you live near the Sacramento area, swing by, see what's going on. Seems kind of cool. He's doing that every week. I did not know. He should have contacted me earlier. How did you hear about it?
He emailed me.
Oh, he emailed you too?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
A while ago, though.
Oh, okay.
I think. I can't remember when exactly, but it's been a while.
Gotcha. Before we get to the headlines, there's one email that caught my eye. You're going to like this one. You ready? It's called Strange World Mile High Club. Not what you think. Right? Because no, seriously, the bathrooms are so small that nowadays there's no way. There is no freaking way anyone could pull that off. I can't imagine unless you were, oh my God, maybe 100 pounds each of you. Super rail thin. Even then, I don't know. I wouldn't recommend it. Hello, Mark and Karen. On Wednesday, 28th of June, my family and I flew from London, Stansted to Skiathos, a Greek island in the Aegean Sea. Before we left, I had downloaded Strange World onto my laptop to watch on the plane. And he sent me some snapshots of his laptop and your graphics and our faces there. I was wondering, is this the highest anyone has watched Strange World? I was enjoying the show when the captain came over the intercom to announce we were flying at 37,000 feet at 570 miles an hour and flying over the Alps. This got me thinking where else strange or unusual your viewers might have watched Strange World. I attach a couple of photos. Regards, Matt.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it is kind of cool. Although, Matt, and I know you're listening because you listen to Strange World, when you ask the question, is this the highest anyone has watched Strange World? Oh, no, I think people that watch Strange World have been a lot higher. If you get my meaning.
Pretty high right now.
Yeah, I'm looking at you, Alex Lowry. We've got some people on a regular basis that are way higher than 37,000 feet. Almost oxygen deprived at that point. So thank you, Matt. But if anyone else watches Strange World, if they download it and watch it someplace, send me a snapshot. It'd be awesome. That'd be kind of fun. I'll send them to you during the break. I think that's it. So let's go to headlines, shall we?
We shall.
So the show is called The Silent Treatment because, and I know it's not just the holidays. It was the week in general, and everything seemed to get muted after last week's show. And by that I mean the mainstream media, after the failed coup attempt, last year or last week when we almost went to war with Russia. After that failed, the media is like, we're just not going to talk about anything. So they didn't. Ukraine is almost dropped off the map. The Jamie Foxx thing, which we'll talk about in a little bit, they're not even allowed to really speculate on his health, only that it's a mystery. Even Deion Sanders, remember him last week? The risk of his manhood being cut off. I'm still waiting for some sort of video thing from his hospital bed. That was not this last Friday, but the previous Friday, and we haven't heard anything from there. And everything's been really, really quiet. There's just not a lot. The media has a lot to talk about, and they're not doing it. So let's look at this first one. For example, if we go to the first one, which is the Jamie Foxx thing. This is from the New York Post. Right? Been around for a long time, the New York Post. Jamie Foxx reportedly still not himself following mysterious health crisis. And you read through the article, and yeah, what was the line here? He's getting the best care and working hard to recover it right now, but he's still not himself. An unidentified source told People magazine. People are even afraid, if you're in the news media business, you're even afraid to give your own name because you're afraid of the backlash that might be around it. So the news comes a mere hours after Fox, who's 55 years old, chatted with co-star John Boyega, 31, who has been trying to contact his friend several times. Get this. He finally picked up the phone. He finally, after what? It's almost 3 months, now is taking phone calls 3 months later. He says, "Thank you, bro," the Star Wars actor told the outlet of the premiere of They Clone Tyrone, which stars both Boyega and Fox. Of course, that's the reason why Boyega is even talking to the press, because he's in a movie which they just released. He's doing well. And then, we just given him the privacy and we can't wait for his return. I gave him the well wishes directly. I gave him the well wishes. So I'm just going to be waiting until he comes back out here. So take your time, Jamie. We love you, bro. Let's see here. Followed by one of his producers, like the guy that helped co-produce the film with Fox, shared a sunnier update. Okay. Let me read this real fast and we'll move on. It says, he's doing amazing. I promise you. Doing really, really good, said Turner, the director. The director talked to him yesterday. John Boyega talked to him yesterday. He's in really, really good shape and spirits, and he'll be back on the screen. He'll be back to work very soon, said the producers that are just trying to throw sugar all over this thing. Yeah, it's not going to happen. Meanwhile, let's get off of this. Meanwhile, here's what we do know, right? Go to the next one down. This is from page6.com. For some reason, Karen knows the reason. Jamie Foxx's $10 million mansion in the California hills is being gutted. They're renovating the hell out of this thing. It's like, wow, because this thing was a custom built home. This thing was already perfect. Why would you be gutting the home? Why would you be ripping stuff? I mean, look at the size of that dumpster out back. That thing's massive. Well, and again, they're not even going to speculate. It's a 17,000 square foot house. Hidden Valley Estate being renovated, even though he's not there. And I've got an architecture friend who sent me this, and she goes, if I didn't know any better, she goes, looking at this thing, because I've seen a lot of wealthy homes get done. She goes, they're putting in an elevator, from what I can see, which would, and we're not going to go into exactly why he's wheelchair ridden. At least he's alive, I suppose. Yeah. But anyone that all of a sudden loses their ability to walk, you have one of two options. Either you make your house handicap ready, which, as you know, would be a pricey option for a 17,000 square foot house.
Yeah.
Or you move. Now, Jamie Foxx has the resources and the money to do both if he wanted to. So he is choosing to renovate. And I'm sure he is paying these guys huge money to go in there and do this thing very, very quickly. And the only reason we even know this was because some paparazzi took a drone and flew it into the area and took some shots. So there you go. So again, goes into, if you scroll down, there's more shots, and if you scroll way out, there's where the drone came in from. That thing is huge. Look at the size of that driveway. Wow. Monstrous. Absolutely freaking monster. It's a beautiful house. No question. But yeah. So this goes into, I think it was either his attorney, I think it was a couple weeks ago, that said that, it wasn't denying the fact that he was partially paralyzed. They was just denying the fact of how he got partially paralyzed. So here we go. We'll see how long it takes him. But yeah, again, love the fact that page 6 doesn't even want to speculate how it happened, just that, or what, not even say, oh, what could be going on at his house? It's like, really? Not going to put one and one together? You're just not going to say it?
Nope, they're not going to say it.
Nope, it was the shot. It was a shot. We'll say it. It was the shot.
Yeah.
And we'll get into that. We'll get into that because there's another actor by the time we get down to the bottom of this that ran into the same sort of thing. All right, third one down. before I go to lucky unlucky. Technically, this would have been a lucky unlucky edition, but I'm going to consider it mainstream. So let's go into some space BS real fast. This is from Blaze Media. Scientists make groundbreaking discovery of low frequency gravitational waves that create ripples in the fabric of space-time, proving Einstein correct 100 years later.
Why are they
Groundbreaking.
cycling this out again?
I know. And once a year we hear this. It's like, oh, gravitational waves. That's how you measure gravity. Gravitational waves. Shouldn't you be able to do it down here anytime that you want? Should be able to measure that gravitational wavery that you talk
Still
about.
talking about the 2015 stuff.
I don't know. I don't know.
Whatever.
Wait a minute, you're right. Wait, this article.
It's got today's date.
How are they rehashing this? You're right. This is from the 2015 thing we ran into.
They're talking about 2015, aren't they?
Yeah, because in 1915, that would have been 100 years afterwards.
Yeah.
And it's such a short thing. Oh, whatever. It's BS. Well, in fact, yeah, that goes to show you. It's like, why are you putting a new stamp on that article? Why? Did you even try? No, you didn't. You're bad people. All right, let's go to lucky unlucky. First one is actually not jab related. This one, I've got mixed feelings on it. This is from RT.com, which is death of man who was sucked into a plane engine is now ruled a suicide. The airport authorities in Texas originally said it had been an accident. 27-year-old San Antonio airport contractor. I don't know exactly. I don't see anything in the article that mentions how.
Did they say they left a note? Somebody was saying they left a note.
Yeah, well, tell you what, if you want to, you know me, I come from the conspiracy world, the truther community. If you want to get rid of a lawsuit, you want to just wipe it off the map entirely, that's how you do it. Oh, he left a note. He was going to kill himself. Really? You and I talked about this a little bit before the show. When it comes to suicide, and I don't want to necessarily make light about it. Suicide is a horrible thing. But as far as ways to go, that would be way down my list. Way down my list. You're just going to walk into an engine of a running plane? I don't see it.
I don't know. I mean,
it's not me. I mean, there's weirder things out there, of course. But kind of like when people label autoerotic asphyxiation suicides.
Yeah.
They're not really suicides. But if you're walking in a new person on a crime scene, you don't know much about crime scenes, it's like, oh wow, hung himself with a belt. And while he was watching porn. That's weird. Seriously, it'd be like, that looks like a suicide to me. What's that lemon wedge on the floor? Yeah. You guys, by the way, if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, look it up. Autoerotic asphyxiation. It happens. That is just dumb things that guys do.
They said the singer from INXS died from.
Yep. I was just gonna say the lead singer from INXS at the peak of his career. Because I don't even want to get into it. It's just weird. Look it up though.
Fishy.
The what?
It's fishy.
It is fishy.
Sussy.
Oh no, I think he did it. I do. I think he got a little drunk, and it's like, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna be the best I ever had tonight. I just ended badly. All right, Fox News. This is Madonna. She's lucky. She's alive. Madonna hospitalized for serious bacterial infection that required an ICU stay. Supposedly she collapsed somewhere, and they said she had a weird infection, and she stayed at the ICU for a few days, and she's out. So again, the track record continues. No A-lister has died.
She's a mess, dude. She is a mess.
I know. Anything for, I remember back in the day, the early 90s, like 91, 92, when she had the movie, was it Truth or Dare? the documentary. She was one of the early stars to do a documentary, and I remember. I will say this: she was one of the hardest working women in show business. At the, anything for the fame. This is pre-internet, and there was this wonderful line. She was dating Ted, or I'm sorry, Beatty. What's his first name again?
Warren Beatty.
Warren Beatty. And
after Dick Tracy flick,
right? They did a movie together. Didn't do too well. And I mean, she's not a great actress, but whatever. She's
horrible.
Yeah, she's not good.
Horrible.
Is she okay? She's bad. She's bad. They gave her like two movies, and that was it. And they said, no, it's not going to happen. Nope.
And then she did a movie, and then she married the producer, Guy Ritchie, right?
Guy Ritchie, yeah. Yeah.
And then he put her in that movie where she's like stranded with some good-looking dude. Do you remember that?
I don't think I've watched it.
It was like some movie where they're stranded on an island. Oh my God, it was so horrible.
Oh, horrible. Now I got to watch it. I didn't realize it. Didn't surprise me, because Guy Ritchie has a lot of pull. And so, yeah, if he wanted to make a movie and put her in it, but
yeah, he totally just like, I'm going to put my wife in a movie.
I will watch it. Anyway, the point was that Warren, he was in Truth or Dare with her for a couple scenes. And there was something the producers who were shooting it, one of them said, he goes, you want to do this part off camera, right? And Warren just laughs. He goes, what are you talking about? Why would you do anything off camera? And he's mentioning to her the whole point of this. And it's like, but it doesn't exist if it's not on camera. Why would you do that? Right? And he was basically taking jabs at her, kind of like the whole documentary was so the vanity behind it was, but at the same time it did pretty well. I did like the documentary. It was a nice look inside part of it. But anyway, let's do one more before I go to break. At least this one is okay. So this is from sandrarose.com, out of all places. TV doctor and vax expert Dr. Alfredo Victoria dies suddenly at 42. Now, what's interesting about this guy, right? Popular Mexican TV doctor, regularly appeared on Mexico Today as a vax expert, died suddenly from myocardial infarction.
Oh my God.
Yep. And you scroll down, there's him giving shots. And it's like, ooh, dude. Yep. Not good. Yep. 42 and in shape. I mean, look at him. This guy has got, oh yeah, he knows what's going on. I've got the world in his hands. Nope. Did not work out for him. So there you go. Wait, can we do one more? Which one is it? No, you know what? I want to wait till we come back because I do want to play that Instagram clip if we get a chance. So when we come back, we'll talk about the German American bodybuilder.
Yeah.
And that'll be kind of interesting because it's kind of there's a cautionary tale there. So what else? Should we go to break early?
We can go to break if you want.
Can we? We're not on TFR. We can go to break whenever.
We can do whatever we want.
I know, right? It's freedom. It's freedom, man. Can't keep us down. We don't have to wait for the music. And our producer, oh crap, he's back. He was off camera. Shoot. Okay. Anyway, we're gonna go to break. When we come back, we'll finish up Lucky Unlucky. We only have a few more of those, and then we'll do some clown worlds. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 clown worlds, and then we'll have some fun. Take some phone calls. All right.
All right.
Karen, let's do that music thing.
Are you a blue dot? Those questioning where we live are not just here. They are everywhere. Of course, this info is hidden from you, but the app shows you that no matter where you go, you aren't alone. We are everywhere, and we are growing. Find your tribe today.
Shout out to Karen B, Mark Sargent, David Weiss. I'll be checking out that video this weekend at the Flat Earth, Sun, Moon, and Zodiac Clock app on YouTube. Or
Join me, Karen B, every Moon Day at 9:30 a.m. for Coffee Talk on YouTube, Rumble, and Rockfin. You never know what you'll learn about in the coffee shop. Open topic and open phones, y'all. Join me.
Welcome back to Strange World, part 2 for me and the lovely Karen B. And yeah, you know what? That was Joe Jackson stepping out from his album.
Night and Day.
Yep. Peanut Gallery's happy that I didn't screw that up. Yep. He gives me a little golf clap. All right. Let's see. We got to finish up Lucky Unlucky. Okay, the next one is kind of interesting because let's look at the article first, and then maybe if we get a chance, I don't know if you can squeeze in the little short Instagram clip, but it's worth the watch, which was the initial story from the New York Post and all sorts of other places. Bodybuilder Joe Lindner, known online as Joe Aesthetics, dies at 30. Bodybuilding influencer, German fitness guru, who is in the United States, has built an impressive Instagram following of 8.4 million. We'll see how many of those are real, but it doesn't matter. By posting often about his gym workouts and training regimen, his girlfriend Nietzsche, known as I'm a Peaches Online, whatever. She claimed he complained of neck pain just days earlier, and then that was it. You know, you scroll down there. He took his bodybuilding very, very seriously, as you can imagine, right? This guy was jacked, absolutely freaking jacked, to the point. I actually got the shot with him in the jeans down there, casually drinking a cup of coffee in front of what appears to be 50 pairs of sick kicks. What the hell? Guy's got a shoe fetish. Anyway, so the point was he had an Instagram post. This where it gets interesting. He went on a podcast not too long ago. And do you want to play it or not? Can you? Can you play? Yeah. So there's an Instagram, and let me set it up for you real fast because it's short, where he's basically talking to the podcaster, and he's basically saying, "Oh yeah, I got 4 shots. I got 2 shots and 2 boosters." Then, because if you're really, really serious about bodybuilding, you're checking urine, you're checking blood work all the time, right? You don't know exactly what's going into your body. He realized there was a problem because there were heavy metals showing up in his blood. He couldn't figure out why. And so he goes in and spends the money and gets a full-blown blood transfusion, which there's a funny name for it. I can't remember the name, but it's a full-blown blood transfusion. And to thinking, well, I'll just swap out all my blood. Didn't work, but the Instagram thing will give it away. Can you roll it, Karen?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Okay, I might have to restart.
And then clean it and bring it back. So
here.
Okay.
And because I take my blood work all the time, and then I show it to the doctor, and we kind of see these particles, and I'm like, "What is this?" And then they always say, this is from this, and I'm like, "Oh my god." And then I show it to another of my friends, and there's all kind of hidden websites that you can't get to, but it's like the dark media kind of web. And there's even more conspiracies.
This is crazy as fuck because I know you're the kind of guy who for sure you got your blood work all the time, and then you're telling me you got the thing, and then you got your blood work, and then it was fucking crazy.
And this guy's also big into it. So he's like, you need to do a plasmapheresis now. So they poke like a needle into your arm here, which is like a pen, you know, like thick like this, bro. It's unbelievable thick needle. And they take all your blood out, put it into this machine, and then clean it and bring it back. So we did this with the heavy metal cleaning and all this stuff, which supposedly cleaned my blood. I went to the doctor and
that was it. So by the way, I was mistaken. I'm sorry, I misquoted there. So, which makes sense, right? He tried to clean his blood, by extracting it through
plasmapheresis treatment.
Yeah, and so he was one step short of a full-blown transfusion. And I hate to say it, but given what we know, what we've been talking about for the last 3 years, trying to clean it out of the blood ain't gonna work. That's just not. I don't know what technique, I don't know what filter you think or even chemical process you could put that blood through, but I don't think you do it because it's at a very, very deep level. So there you go. Anyway, word to the wise. I mean, this guy couldn't have been, he was the pinnacle of physical fitness, and he even tried to take radical steps. However, to be fair, he wasn't completely, without fault. He took 4 shots. Didn't take just the first 2. Oh no, he took 2 boosters to boot. So it's like, okay. Anyway, so there you go. Look it up if you get a chance. Joe Lindner, whatever. So there you go. Next one down. Nope, I don't want the Instagram thing. I don't want Joe anymore. I want the Gateway Pundit. This one's interesting, and Karen, before the show, actually guessed the country just right. So, tragic news: actress comes to assisted suicide following booster injuries. So she's Slovakian. Katarina Pavlek, a Slovakian actress known for her work on Fox Sports Live, The Mindy Project, and Marry Me, died earlier this month in Switzerland following an assisted suicide. The model and actress had received her booster a year ago, which she believed would enhance her immune system. Oh, wow. Tragically, Pavlek experienced significant health deterioration, and then she just cashed in. She, that was it. The doctors obviously gave her a prognosis of bad. It's like, yeah, it's not going to get any better. And so she decided to take things into her own hands.
That's really sad.
It is sad. It is sad, but at the same time, again, wait and see. If you want a T-shirt that I'd be promoting, that's the one. Wait and see. Don't just rush into something. It's like someone says, "Oh yeah, this will totally help you." I mean, the fact that she went the opposite, it's like, "Oh no, it's going to help your system." Really?
That's crazy. They even put it in the quote there. The booster jab I received over a year ago destroyed my health, my body, and my life completely. There is no other way to end my suffering other than the decision I made.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jeez.
I know. Meanwhile, you have people like Physics Girl, big channel on YouTube, and she hasn't gotten out of bed in 6 months. And I don't know. I think same sort of situation. Only Physics Girl, she's probably just going to hang on because in America we don't have the closest we got was what, Kevorkian back in the day.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a thing. Remember that?
Yes.
That went on. He was like, it's like he showed up like the Grim Reaper in all sorts of places. Like, oh yeah, I helped him. Yeah, I helped that person too. And I get it. I totally get it. In Switzerland, apparently it's a thing you can ask for. It's like, oh yeah, we'll give you all the morphine you want, and you can just, hospice yourself into the grave. So sad. Next one. I'm so jaded. Next one down. This is the last lucky unlucky. This is, oh yeah, let's mention this. This is a cool one. So you guys probably haven't known that Ice Cube hasn't been doing much lately. And there's a reason for that. Turns out he was one of those celebs that turned down the shot. So he was on Joe Rogan, and the headline reads, Ice Cube doubles down, rejects $9 million for a movie role over the mandate, says health over wealth. Honestly, there's a t-shirt for you, health over wealth. And it was an interesting interview. I listened to, the part where he was talking to Rogan about it. It was running like 8-9 minutes. He's like, yeah, they pushed hard. They pushed really, really hard. And he goes, look, $9 million. And he had friends. This is the part that bugged me. He said, there was this line. It's like some of his friends. It's like you turned down 9 million. You stupid. I'll do anything for 9 million. How stupid can Cube be? It's like, yeah, there's like, look at that World Series of Poker guy.
Yeah.
He came down. He took the shot just to show up in the States to do the World Series of Poker. It's like, so what? Let's say you win the whole.
Now the U.S. is open, though.
What?
And now the U.S. is open.
And now the U.S. is open. Yeah, you didn't even have to do it. Well, he did for that tournament, but
he didn't have to.
Oh, you don't think he
chose
did for that
to?
One? Oh, whatever.
Well, he chose. You know what? Like, if they tell you have, like Ice Cube here, he chose not to do it. Like Stefan chose not to do it.
Yeah.
Right? You can choose not to do it.
Yeah. Yeah, you can.
If you choose to do it, you chose to do it. You chose poorly, but you chose to do it.
Yeah. And he told Joe, he goes, to quote Ice Cube, I don't care if it was 20 million. That was never going to happen. And Rogan said, if you got injured from that shot, you would have to paid that 20 million to be healthy again. It's like, yeah. And even then, I don't think that's any guarantee, because I don't know anyone that's reversed this thing. Anywho, so yeah, Ice Cube, $9 million. Good for you. And again, remember Novak Djokovic, he turned down millions.
Yeah.
For an entire year's worth of tennis, for countries that wouldn't let him come in.
He's still number one.
Yeah, he's still number one, baby.
Came back and took it back.
Came back, and that one journalist who was just writing him, an American journalist, I think he was American. I think he was British. And he's like, why? Because he was turning down Wimbledon. And he's like, why, man? Why are you doing it? And he's like, my health is the most important thing. And he's looking at the journalist like, you should know this. It's like, your health is the most important thing. Money can do a lot of things. It is not a substitute for, you can't trade it for bad health. It's not an even swap. You may think it is. It's like, oh, look, I got a Lamborghini. Oh, look, you died of a brain aneurysm. Can't drive it if you're dead. All right, enough of that. Let's go to Clown World. So, Clown Worlds, there are 5 of them. This first one, you know what? And it's true, because I have seen it myself. I didn't realize, though, how frequent it is. Okay, so if you guys don't know, because I know a lot of our audience doesn't really fly that much, but something's happened in the airports recently, and I mean that over the last few years, and it's just now really, really getting up to speed, which is The headlines from New York Post: Southwest Flyers wheelchair pre-boarding scam leads fellow passengers fuming. It's not just Southwest. It's all of them. Some people have figured out, if there's an exploit to be found in this world, people will find it. And what they figured out is, and actually, Bill Burr, the comedian, used to make fun of this back in the day, which was he was angry because once he got to a level of entertainment where he could fly first class, there were all these people getting on the plane in front of him. Right? It's like, oh, we're doing pre-boarding, right, for people with special needs. You know, if you got a walker, you got a wheelchair, or whatever. So what people were doing is they were going to the airport, and before they even went, they were requesting a wheelchair, and then they get wheeled up, you know, first, and then you get on the plane, right? But even because the wheelchairs don't go on the plane, right? You have to get up out of your chair, and you pretend you limp a little bit, and you limp into your seat. Well, here's the thing. On the other side, when you land, if you're a wheelchair person, if you have to request, you get off the plane last. So what these people are doing is they're using the wheelchair to get on first, and then they don't request a wheelchair at the other side. They just get off the plane. And it's driving, and people are noticing this. Is like the quote here is like, when you see it, and it's getting ridiculous now because you're seeing lines of wheelchairs, 5, 6, 8 people deep. It's like to where I actually caught this a couple of years back, where I was like going, wow. I go, are there that many wheelchair people? You know, there's that many handicapped people on this flight? It's like, no, they're not. They're just pretending to be handicapped. It's worse than, you know, forging a freaking placard for your car. So yeah, there you go. If you're ever in an airport and you see this, God bless America. Yeah, and there's a photo. You look down below. You look at the photo down below. See what I mean? See the
there's a woman sitting there with a shit-eating grin on her face.
Yep. Yep. Both men and women alike. It's like, oh no, let's do this. I want to get on the plane first. And you get wheeled there. You don't even have to walk to the freaking gate. You get wheeled there by somebody. Oh, it's awful. All right, next one.
Bunch of lame. That's lame.
Yeah, it is lame. Okay, this is from TMZ because, again, Peanut Gallery, thank you. I have to. No, you know what? Thank you, because I didn't realize how much of a quality website / journalistic empire that TMZ has. It is by far some of the best news in the world. TMZ. God, I hate them. All right, so the title is this is from TMZ Sports, and I can't make this up. I can't. Mark Zuckerberg and the Elon Musk Italian government offer fight like true gladiators at the Colosseum. The Ministry of Culture's office issued a statement saying there's been no formal contact from the ministry nor any written document. Even if the news appears tasty, it is unfounded. Came out of somewhere. The ministry first reached out to Mark Zuckerberg, then the request was forwarded to Dana White, and there was a follow-up, blah, blah, blah. And so what they're thinking here, right, is staging a UFC fight in the world's most legendary battleground, the Rome Colosseum. Yep.
I
know.
It's so stupid.
You would have to make modern, I mean, the money you'd have to spend to get the modern scaffold. I'm sure Dana White is just salivating, you know, just drooling openly at this whole concept. It's like, this will be the greatest thing in the history of sports. It's like, no, it's just two nerds slap fighting and trying to wrestle. That's all it's going to be. Even if it turns, I don't think it's going to happen. In fact, we're reading about the show. The whole reason this thing even started was because Meta, who used to be Facebook, is released a Twitter competitor. Not that Elon should even care, because Elon didn't create Twitter to begin with. But Elon's like taking shots at him because, remember, he just takes cracks, and then it's like, oh, you know, I'd fight him. You know, this competition, this fake competition between Twitter and what was it called? Threads. Threads is the rival now going to be of Twitter, which is coming out Thursday, by the way. We'll see how many people use it. You see Elon's post there. Some chance fight happens in Colosseum. Yeah. Oh, God.
Ever.
Why? Why does this man haunt me?
Attention. They just wanted to.
Yeah, again, now we're getting to the point of overhype. I mean,
Money.
come on. You're really going to put this in an outdoor arena? Seriously, I mean, at that point,
for charity, but they only have to give a certain percentage to charity. They're gonna make money off of it. Like, don't get it twisted.
This thing would make so much money. In fact, you'd have to do a pregame show if it was in the Coliseum. You'd actually have to get lions and Christians and the whole 9 yards.
Lions and Christians.
What? I mean, that's what we're talking about here.
Oh.
There'd have to be bloodletting. All right, next one down.
Hey, I guess that's the only way there's any blood. There will be bloodletting because those two are not going to be.
No, those two. It's going to turn into a wrestling / slap fight / what. It's not going to happen. There's too many. No. You know what? Even though I say that, part of me in the back of my head goes, you know what? It just might, because that's the sort of world we're living in right now, where anything, idiocracy. We're there. When you're talking about this, these two billionaires, these two puppet billionaires, it's like, oh yeah, let's get them to fight in the Coliseum. I mean, that's akin to that's a notch up from Running Man, right? That Stephen King wrote back in the day.
Yeah.
Although people died in Running Man. Okay. Speaking of, this one's for you, Karen. Next one down. I did not realize this. So YouTube could be quietly testing a 3 strikes policy for ad blocking. An update apparently just happened. YouTube has now confirmed the test is taking place. So I did not realize that you are using such a thing, that there is third-party software that can block YouTube ads, even though normally you have to pay buy YouTube Premium. Is that what it is? You have to pay for premium to block the ads. But of course, now that we have software that can basically do anything to anything, you go out there and look. And you don't have to name names of what software package you're using, but you can block ads. And so YouTube is doing a thing, and what it says down here is appearing to test a 3 strikes policy for people who block ads. Policy would eventually see users barred from watching videos. Company has confirmed in a statement to Android. Yeah. So there you go. They're trying to figure it out. I don't know how they're going to prove it. I don't know how they're going to.
How would they make you buy YouTube Premium? No.
Yeah. How would they prove that you're blocking the ad? How?
I don't know.
How would they know that you're not watching it? See, I don't know what protocols it uses to.
I don't know. That's above my pay grade.
All right.
But I know that I use the Brave browser, and the Brave browser doesn't. It lets you block ads.
You use all the cool stuff. Karen's got mad skills, yo.
It's just a browser that anybody can download.
I mean, you're not white hat like Jared Nodell, but you're still pretty good. That kid. I'm glad, by the way, that he turned down the agency's offer. That never came. And by that, I mean some guys I know, because absolutely they would look for someone like him.
Yeah.
But I'm sure his mother set him straight. It's like, you don't work for the government. They do bad things. But Mom, it's for freedom. Whatever. All right, next one down. This one I love. Okay, so it's still up on your side, right?
What?
So Ocean Gate, just so you guys know, because we didn't talk about this. Yeah, we made sure not to headline this much.
Mm-hmm.
This is the submarine that went. I don't even the sound it makes when it collapses. Kerchunk, right? The website's still up. And it's still active, and you can do stuff in it. But I think that's mostly because the head of the company, who was probably overseeing the website, he died in the sub. So it's kind of like a Facebook page, when somebody passes away and their Facebook page just keeps going.
Mm-hmm.
I think no one, for whatever reason, there it goes. Somebody at least, oh thank God, somebody at least put that. That's new, by the way. at the top of the page, OceanGate has suspended all exploration and commercial operations. What you should have done is pulled down the website. But
when all of it happened, I tried to go to their website and it wouldn't even load. I think they were
being overloaded.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. People were just but now it's like, really? Because that's what you did. So your phone number's still up, your info's still up, but suspended all exploration and commercial operations. But the website's still up. Why is your site still up? Well, I tell you, because the webmaster is not around. That's why. But to stay in that vein, okay. So this goes into the realm of, is it too soon? And I will let Karen decide. Is it too soon? You ready? So the last clown world. You ready? This is Fox News. Subway restaurant faces backlash over distasteful sign at Georgia store referencing imploded Titan sub. Okay. When you scroll down, so there's a Subway restaurant, right? And on their sign, where you put the letters, it says, "Our subs don't implode." Oh, no.
Oh, that's terrible.
It is so terrible. And it's not even a too soon thing. It's like, come on, man. You don't just take a shot at them like that. So so they had to a Subway restaurant sign in Georgia drew ire for appearing to poke fun at the implosion of a sub that killed 5 people while descending to the ocean floor. And the store manager, of course, said the sign has since been removed. However, I'm sure the guy that someone had to approve it. The manager of the restaurant had to approve it. It's like, yo, dude, we should totally do that. It's a funny line. It's like, no. Yeah, only in America. God bless us. Only we would take a crack like that. All right, so that's it for Lucky Unlucky. So we have a few minutes left beforehand. I want to, every chance I get, I will do a new promo, I swear. I will try to make another one. But I will be putting promos up on a regular basis for the Vegas Conference 2023 Flattoberfest, put on by Karen B Productions, who I don't think is incorporated yet. Is going to be at Sam's Town Casino and Hotel.
Sam's Town
Hotel and Casino.
Hotel Gambling Hall. Hotel and Gambling Hall.
Yeah. And October 21st, 22nd, I will be opening. I will be giving away my wonderful turn of the century mad scientist lab coat to the lucky person who just asked me a question. And that'll be kind of fun. And tickets are on sale at flatearthfestivals.com. And what's the other place?
Flattoberfest.
Flattoberfest.
Flattoberfest.com.
Yeah.
Festivals.
So go. Before we go to break, I want to mention I cannot overstate, because it's been a few years since we've done well, in fact, this is the furthest west we've ever gone.
Yeah.
The first one was in Raleigh, then the second one was in Denver, the third was in Dallas, and then for the last 3 years we have been out in Spartanburg or Greenville.
And Spartanburg.
Spartanburg. And mostly because you couldn't find a freaking venue that would let us kind of get around the mandates. So we had to go to the Masons, of all people. I'm sorry, the Shriners, and people, and we didn't catch that much crap for it, which was awesome.
Oh no, I still catch crap for it.
Oh, do you?
I do.
Oh, no.
Oh yeah. People email me all the time. I just want to know why you're having it at a Mason Hall. Don't you know what the Masons are?
It's like, yeah, we've been briefed. However, again, I'm the first one. I'll back you to the gates of hell, which is, not too far from your house. Why
don't you have it at a satanic Mason Hall, Karen? That's what they tell me.
Well, yeah, but my logic is the enemy of my enemy is my friend. Which is like, look, they actually said we're not following the mandates. We're not going to do it, and therefore you guys can come in and do whatever you want. It's like, right on. That's awesome. Good for you guys. And they did it again. They did it multiple times, which was
They love us.
Yeah.
They loved us. Yeah, they're the only venue that didn't want to make us follow those stupid mandates.
Yeah. Yeah, we had to do something while we were waiting for the mandates to roll back. It only took 3 years.
Yeah, and it is a shrine club, but it's an event center. It's not an actual Mason Hall. There's no
Exactly. If anybody, yeah, Mason's halls, to be fair, Mason halls are way too small. Shriners Club, the event centers, those are definitely big enough to hold our crowd, at least the East Coast crowd. Anyway,
that one's like the biggest one.
Yeah,
over here. So
that was perfect. It's absolutely perfect for what we needed. Anyway, Vegas, October 21st, 22nd, and I will put up a new promo on my channel, and I will be talking about this every week. Until then, get your tickets now. I will be there. Who tell us real quick some of the people before we go to break. It'll be there.
Oh, that who's going to be there?
Yeah. Confirmed already.
Confirmed. Okay. Dave Murphy from the UK. Mark Devlin from the UK.
Nice.
Amanda Vollmer. Jaron Campanella of Jaronism. And of course, Mark Sargent.
Yeah, I know that guy.
Ben Balderson. Jason Lindgren of the Crow 777 show.
Yep.
And also Chief Crow and the Flat Earth Worms.
Right on.
And also it's going to be hosted by Rick Hummer, but I haven't put Rick on the website yet. But Rick Hummer is hosting.
Yeah. Rick's gonna be emceeing back in action after a few years.
We got a professional MC this year, which makes me super happy.
Yep. Yeah. The pressure's off you. Now all you have to do is everything else.
Yeah.
All right. Well, hey, with that being said, let's go to our second break. And when we come back, we will take your phone calls. 818. Oh boy. What's the freaking phone number again?
848-222.
2480. 848-222-2480. Got it. All right. Music. Karen, let's go.
Hey, are you a foodie? Are you looking for the best salsas and hot sauce to serve at your next Mexican cultural appropriation party? A salsa that will knock your guests on their rear ends? Or maybe you're just looking for that authentic roasted chili flavor. Imperio Salsa is small batch and handcrafted with choice non-GMO ingredients. It is legit my favorite salsa ever. Support your local flat earther and go to imperiosalsa.com and order some of the most authentic flavored salsa I have had in a very long time. Shipping is included on all USA orders, and oh, look at this. The more you order, the more you save. They have some of the best seasonings that go great on your homemade guacamoles and quesadillas or whatever you like. They are the bomb. Season your meat with it. Season everything with it. Go get it. Keep it flat. Eat my salsa.
Gotta get you the fuck out of Dodge, man. We're going to Vegas.
What are you talking about, Vegas?
Vegas, baby, Vegas.
What do you mean, Vegas?
Vegas, Las Vegas.
I'm not going to no Vegas.
Yeah, I think, you know what, man? We're gonna go to Vegas and,
When are we going to Vegas?
We're gonna
give Daddy the Rain Man suite. Do you dig that? We're going to Vegas, Mike.
Vegas! You think we get there by midnight?
Honey, we're gonna be up 500 by midnight.
Vegas!
Vegas, baby, Vegas!
Listening to him.
One thing to remember here, if you're making still water, it's always flat, always level. So every little line that you put in it must be basically flat. You can go anywhere you want to go with it, but you have to keep them straight. In still water, it's always flat, always level.
I'm in a cult, 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 I'm in a cult. I'm at the Grove, Bohemian. I drink the juice, the chocolate milk, the holy cow. I wear the sneaks, tip up the beat on the 33.
Welcome back to Strange World, part 3 of 4. To me, the always wonderful Karen B. And Peanut, who is not on screen. I have no idea where he is, which is good because that means we're running without a net. So we're taking phone calls. Where's my phone board? There it is. 848-222-2480. That's 848-222-2480. Call in now. And by that, I mean, if your name's DJ and you're wondering when to call in, it's always during the second hour. Remember DJ who gave me that cool coat? The gay guy that pretended to hit on me just so I could say that I was actually hit on by a gay man once. Whatever. Again, I'm not on any gaydar. I do not know why. Just about every guy I know has been hit on by a gay man at one time in their life. I apparently do not give out that vibe. I don't know what it is.
I'm shocked.
I'm shocked too. Right? And a little hurt. little hurt that a very attractive.
I'm so tempted to be like, Mark, I totally think you could be gay.
No, I've never even been accused of it. That's the other thing, right? Lots of people, it's like, oh, he's gay. I never even accused of it. Again, I knew how bad it was. That the pinnacle was just a couple of weeks ago when I was in Los Angeles, and I was hit on by a very attractive gay man named DJ at the meetup there, and he was doing it just because he felt bad for me. And it's like, but I did get a cool jacket out of it. I will say that it is really comfy and really nice, and I'll be wearing it on a cold night, and I'll think of you, DJ. I really will. All right. Well,
it's always cold, isn't it? You live up there where the weather sucks, right?
Well, it normally, yeah, but the summers recently have been really, really warm. I mean, it's been 80 degrees every day for a couple of weeks. The lawns are all dried out, and I look in the forecast, and it's like a Los Angeles forecast, just big orange balls.
Must be all that stratospheric aerosol injections that have been going on.
You know, I don't know, but something's different. Something's different because it is dry. It is super, super dry. Oh yeah, last but not least, before we get to our stuff, there is a meetup, the July 16th. It's going to be in Canada, up in Winnipeg. So it is next flag meetup up there will be Sunday, July 16th from 6 to 9 p.m. at the Block and Blade Restaurant and Bar. That's 50 Sage Creek Boulevard, number 1100, Winnipeg, Manitoba. 20 minutes southeast of downtown Winnipeg by car. RSVP by calling Jesse at 918-404-7542, or you can email him at 300kmileprius@gmail.com. That's 300k mile Prius. So thank you, Jesse. All right, moving on. I can't imagine there's going to be a lot of phone calls tonight because there's people, it's 4th of July. There's people doing barbecues.
They're all drunk.
Yeah, exactly.
They're outside my house shooting fireworks on my road right now.
Yeah, they're listening. They might be listening, be like, "Oh, I can't call in. I'm a mess." It's like, you are a mess. I know, right? Anyway, let's pick up. Ooh, okay. Let's pick up this one. This is an odd one. 612. What's happening? Line unmuted. Say something.
Hey, is that Mark and Karen?
Hey, it is Mark and Karen.
Hey. Hey guys, thanks for picking up my call.
Yeah, are you at a barbecue drinking?
I wish I was. I'm not though, man. I am sitting here alone. This is Salvatore Papadillo calling in tonight.
Right on. Right on. Well, good for you. Have you ever called in before?
Yeah. Say again?
Have you ever called in before?
Yes, Mark, I have. About 3 or 4 months ago, called in. It was the first time I've ever called in anywhere to a show, and you guys are very kind. And I talked about children and doing the right thing for children. I had just watched this crazy documentary about this atrocity in any way. So that's what I called in about before.
Uh-huh.
But hey, listen, guys, I have been a fan for a long, long time. And God, you were just talking about anyway, I'm calling in here from Minnesota, and yeah, I can't remember now what I've called you guys about. You're just talking about something.
We were talking about the Vegas conference. We were talking about getting shots in the arm. We were talking about where were our clown world?
Yes.
We were talking about the sub.
Yes, one's a very good idea. The other one was a bad idea, right? Right? You know.
Yes, exactly.
Want to do that?
Conference good. Shots bad. And if you're rich person, you probably shouldn't be going in experimental submarines or climbing Mount Everest or going in a balloon at 50,000 feet or really anything. I notice this all, by the way, I will give credit. I'm not trying to be racist in any way, shape, or form here, but you notice a trend when you go to Fail Army and start watching the videos of all the bad things that happen to Fail Army. 99% of it is white people. That's what happens. We do, for whatever reason, when we decide to do dumb stuff, the little part in our brain that says, yeah, maybe you shouldn't do it. No, it doesn't kick in. We do dumb stuff.
Yeah. Mark, you are absolutely right, man. And maybe you could tell by the way I talk, but I am a white person and I climb trees for a living. I'm a professional arborist. So
cool.
Yeah, it's stupid what I do. And, you know, that's what's going on. Yeah. But I live in the land of 10,000 perfectly flat and level lakes. And that's one of the best arguments I can bring to anybody, you know, is that that's where I live in Minnesota, the land of 10,000 perfectly flat and level lakes. And I remember hearing that you are from originally, or your family is from Wisconsin. Is that right?
Yeah, Cochrane, Wisconsin. The last big family reunion we had was in the mid 90s, and it was fun. Went during the summer. And I've been up to Wisconsin, Minnesota several times for different things, but that place is beautiful in the summer. Absolutely beautiful in the summer and brutal in the winter.
Oh, yeah, you betcha.
Yadder, hey.
You better believe it there. Oh, heck yeah. You darn shooting there, Mark.
So will you do any like black powder rifle shooting up there with the folks in the Iron Range? Is that what we're talking about?
No, you know, I grew up with a bunch of fellas around here that are really, you know, Minnesota guys. But what's amazing about this place that we live in here is that you can surf up on Lake Superior, which you know, and that's the whole thing about being a surfer is that, you know, we have always, for decades and decades, said if there's no waves, it's flat. You know, long before, you know, this whole movement came into place in 2014, that's what we always said. You know, if there's no waves, it's flat.
Yep.
And Lake Superior would be one of the greatest places ever to do a long distance flat test over water, frozen or in the summer.
Right on. Preach. Go to church.
Yeah, man. So, hey, listen.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, you're good. You're good. Go.
All right. So anyway, guys, listen, there's a little bit of a delay here, so I appreciate the call. You know, I know it's a call-in show. I want to give some shout-outs to some very special people from Minnesota, David Reif and Jenny Fouts. They just had a brand new baby. She's absolutely gorgeous, Lola Beverly. You may have heard of it already because they are two people that are well known in the movement.
Yeah.
So shout out to them. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to everybody out there who's a free thinker. You know, lots of love, Jan, everybody that calls into the show. I'm a big fan, always listening every Tuesday. So,
well, thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. We'll keep doing it until
yeah,
they stop
guys,
us.
all right.
All right, man. You have a good night, okay?
You do the same. Take care, guys.
All right. Bye-bye. Well, phone number before we bring in, oh, looks like Master Gunner might be lurking around here somewhere. Phone number to call is 848-222-2480. That phone number again is 848-222-2480. And by the way, our phone lines, other than Master Gunner, who may or may not be joining us, we'll have to see. He's texting me going, I'm working on it. I got a new setup I'm doing right here. Give me a second. He doesn't sound like David Wise, honestly. But anyway, but the phone lines are open. So I know you got 4th of July plans. You got family around. You're doing whatever. And you're, who knows, maybe even be listening to the recorded version after the fact on Karen B's channel. By the way, I have to mention this real fast. Not only does Karen do a stream on Moon Day, early in the morning, but she is the only one that does the video version of this show on her channel, Karen B. Because as you know, if I can avoid it, I will not put a video version on my channel because I hate looking at myself. Kind of like vampires don't like looking at themselves because they can't. Right. I try looking in the mirror. It's not good. So.
Yeah, our stream is having some difficulties right now too, though. Just so you know, it hasn't dropped. It almost did.
Yeah, somebody mentioned there was a lag issue. Is there something happening there?
Well, but the conversation like between us is fine, but the stream is having trouble. So I don't know if it's OBS or if it's YouTube or what's going on, but
or the agency. Am I right, guys? Anyway, they could be throttling some things. You never know. Well, let's see. Tell you what. Let's bring in Master Gunner and see if we have an issue while he's on with us. We could use him as a test. What do you think?
Why I gotta be the guinea pig?
Because you were in the military. You should be used to being a guinea pig.
That's why I got out, so I wouldn't have to be a guinea pig no more.
Well, we promise not to inject you with anything, probably. Or...
Lies.
So, how are you this fine Independence Day?
Good.
Yeah?
Complain. Everything's going great. Family's great.
That's cool. I know that Sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead. No, you go ahead.
Oh, before the show, you had me watch a Fox clip from Gutfeld show, where Gutfeld had a substitute because he was on vacation for the 4th of July, and it was interesting. You know, again, they were kind of saying the same thing that you were in your thing you sent me earlier, which was America's kind of lost its way, and I think part of it's deliberate. You know, that they're trying to,
yeah, it's definitely deliberate.
Yeah.
I just thought it was funny because in that clip, just because he referenced, JFK, and we've all heard the speech a billion times and just never thought of it. the old ask not what your country can do for you, but what you can do for your country.
Yeah.
And yet now it's all, what can they get me the stimulus checks? Can they get me my health? Can I get my kids it's give me.
Yeah, you're right. That the JFK speech, I didn't really pay that much attention to that speech. It's a good line, but it really it aged well in that back then he could get away with it. Back then we were in a position where, yeah, you could go to the people and say, hey, look, help us out, help me help you type thing.
Yeah.
And now, no. Now it's like the government is screwing me over, and the government owes me, and for some reason. And so that's what they tend to run with now. It's gotten so extreme. But again, you've heard me say the Great Reset doesn't truly happen until America gets knocked down a couple notches. And
yeah. Well, what they're doing, and we keep, every time something goes wrong or we need to quote help, most people give all the power to, you help me and we'll let you do this. The Patriot Act, 9/11, the hell, half the COVID crap that's still going on, and COVID's gone. They still have half the crap going on.
Yeah.
They just keep giving them power, and more money, and they ain't done crap.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
But I know Karen's a big fan of the government. She loves them.
Yes. Big government and Karen, they go hand in hand.
Yes.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I think the government is wonderful. They're benevolent. They care about us.
Yeah.
They build us roads.
I always thought that was funny because originally, when we set up our whole country, theoretically, I'll say, because I wasn't there, but the whole concept was, you do what you want on your land, make it good, make it great, and they're only supposed to do is just, stop foreigners from coming in and attacking.
Right.
That's pretty much their only job.
Yeah.
And move off some Indians to get more land for you, but still.
Sure. There's that.
Always do everything.
Yeah, always with the land. Yeah, I can't wait. Karen, I'm pretty sure she was going to dedicate an entire website. What was the title of it? Oh, why we need more oversight. And it was really, just pushing the micromanagement, how the government really should just take over everything.
Yeah, it was actually expand Big Brother.
Right.
I heard she had a big old poster of Biden up in her room.
All right.
Well, you're going a little bit too far now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to stop there.
I didn't say which one. No, it's a good. I think I like I think there's 3 holidays that we should view, and that's Memorial, Veterans, and 4th of July are the 3 only holidays that we should definitely observe. But hell, I went to work this morning, so
there you go. Yeah,
I didn't get off.
Yeah. All right. Well, looks like Jan from Dallas may be on the line. So
you got to pick her up.
You got to pick her up. So
all right,
I gotta say goodbye. Goodbye to you. Bye.
Bye,
Mr. Gunner. Nice talking to you. He's like one of those guest stars on Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. That would just pop in every once in a while.
It's like the neighbor that knocks on the door.
There you go. Yeah.
Hey, it's Larry.
Was there a guy named Larry?
Remember, like Three's Company?
Oh God, like Larry. Oh God, that guy. Yeah, Larry, who's the precursor to Kramer.
Larry Dallas.
That actor just lucked freaking out. It's like, okay, you're gonna have this spot. We don't even know. I don't even know if they showed where he lived. I think they did at one point, but wow, Larry. Yeah, he's great. Okay, we're gonna pick up 214, then we'll pick up 408. So 214. You're on.
Oh, well, hello, Mark, Karen, and Peanut, and hello to Master Gunner. Thought I might could say hi to him, but I think this will have to do. We have major fireworks going on out here, so I've kind of missed some of the show. I'll have to listen to it again. And I missed the man's name from Minnesota, yeah, and DJ. How adorable that you met such a wonderful man down there, and that he gave you something so nice to remember him by.
Yep.
And
He's a cutie, and he'll never be mine. So that's fine.
your mother said he was attractive, right?
Yeah. Well, no, I mean, I can tell. I mean, he looked he looked a lot like Brandon Routh's brother. If Brandon Routh had a brother. 6'4", perfect hair, jawline, the whole 9 yards. It's like fashion. Plus, he could do a runway walk like nobody's business. So he was great.
Well, speaking of the lab coat, did you guys ever see that really old movie back in, I think it was the 30s or something, that Dr. Moreau and his creepiness? I couldn't really watch it. It was so awful.
Yeah, I remember that movie. I don't remember it. I don't
Oh.
remember it vividly, but yeah, because there wasn't a lot of horror movies back in the day.
Visually is very, very creepy. I just wondered if he had that same type on there. And so I would like to say a blessed happy birthday to our America, our constitutional republic, and I truly believe our Father will step in soon and take care of us and give us back what we're supposed to be. And to speak people like, those that have served in the military and those who have given the ultimate sacrifice, and the special forces people, and no matter what country they're in. And there's someone named Michael that has a similar last name as to the title of your show, that was a special forces Navy SEAL Team 6, who passed away, so to speak, several years ago. I want to say hello to his family, and he will never be forgotten, or the other 30 involved. And so hello to John and William, and it was so good to hear from Jen, and to Danielle and Ginger and Jill and Paul and Dan and everybody here in Texas, and Rob and Zen Garcia helping us with the biblical flat earth is wonderful.
Awesome. That's great.
Yeah, Zen Garcia is awesome. Like Zen.
And yeah, so it'd be nice if, he could, a lot of people that are ill could be healed. I have several friends that are having results of this shot, and they don't know it, and I do. And but I just know it's just going to be what it's going to be, okay. So anyway, you guys have a great night, and thanks for letting me say hello on this very special birthday for America.
Wonderful. Thank you, Jen. It's always nice to hear from you.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
Bye.
Have a good night.
Thanks, Jen.
Well, I lied. I was going to pick up for it. You were going to say something, Karen? No. Yes?
No, I'm just YouTube struggling.
Still?
Yeah.
What's everybody doing? Oh, maybe people are maybe all these
It
people
was
are
doing
streaming.
good, and then it said excellent connection, and now it's saying no data. So,
Well, that's right. We will power through like we always do. Anyway, I lied. I thought we were going to pick up 408 before the final break. We are not. So we'll pick up that one when we come back from the music. So, Karen, let's go to our final break. Nice hat, by the way.
Thank you.
Did a listener make that for you? Or did you? Nice.
I had it made on Etsy.
Nice.
Why is the stream struggling? I don't get it.
Alpha 33, target is on property, approaching food trailer. Engage Delta 9. Roger. Alpha 33 descending.
Hey, I know you.
They might be listening.
CIA?
Maybe.
Aliens?
Probably?
Globalists?
Definitely. I may have already said too much.
We have what you need.
Really?
It's flat
I'm listening.
and round
Go on.
and delicious.
Tell me the secret. I see the truth in it.
I thought you might.
This truly is a special place.
Yeah, we like to think so.
Will you be here tomorrow?
We move around quite a bit.
Ah, a mobile command center. A strong strategy. I like where your head's at.
Anything else?
I was never here.
Package intercept. Copy that, Alpha 33. Come on back, let's eat.
Long live Flat Earth.
Long live Flat Earth!
Welcome back to Strange World, Part 404. It's you and me, the always lovely and sometimes troubled Karen B, because she's working on technical things, and Peanut Gallery, who seems to be working on, I don't know, is that a cruise missile? That's something. Probably nothing. All right, so before we pick up this phone call, I am going to pick this up, I swear to you. But an email came in. I wanted to read it real fast. I do not get a lot of troll emails, right? But this is from a guy named Timothy. And Timothy says, He quotes me, the very first line of the description box of every single video I make says, my videos are free to use by everyone. Edit and repost as you see fit. I've never thrown a strike and I never will. True. Right. And then he says, you delete my post and then I can't comment. What did you say above? You are a liar, Mark. All right. He doesn't sign it. I will be as transparent as I can. I don't even really read most of the comments, let alone try to go through 1,500 videos and try to sterilize them. It just doesn't happen. So, I mean, there's a couple of people that are potential moderators on my channel, but I don't know when they would have time to go in and start taking, start doing that. So anyway, I just asked the guy, I go, what are you posting? I mean, I don't ban anybody. No, but to his point, again, I don't edit any of the comments because I don't even read them, but I definitely don't copyright strike or do anything like that. That's what that above statement was. You can use my videos for whatever you want. Now, comments are completely different, but again, I don't have the time. I wouldn't even know where to begin to go through the comments. You could spend all day and all night on comments, and what's it going to get you? I mean, you don't even know if you're censoring bots.
Yeah.
So
I go to your channel once in a while, and I'll sometimes delete somebody. I'll delete a troll every now and then, but I hardly ever do it.
You still have moderator access?
On your channel, yeah.
I didn't
think so.
Wow, I gave
I
that to
haven't
you
been
like
there.
years ago. I didn't know you still went in. Oh, so
Just once
you know
in
what?
a while,
I'm gonna
I'll go check your channel or something if I go over there for whatever reason.
Oh,
And if
okay.
I see a troll, I go, delete. That's it.
Oh,
Like,
you know what?
Like hang out there and like do it all day.
You know what? I'm gonna take that back, Timothy. It was probably Karen.
But I hardly ever do it though. Like I don't know what he's talking about.
I
don't think I did that.
I think David still has moderator access to my channel, believe it or not. But he definitely doesn't have time to go through stuff. You're like, I don't have time for this crap. But whatever. And so I just asked him quite politely. It's like, what are you posting? What are you saying? I mean, well, we'll find out. We'll see if he responds. And I'll give you an update next show. Swear. All right. Delete that email. I don't usually keep troll emails unless there's a death threat. And I don't get many of those. All right, let's pick up some phone calls. What do we got? Oh, 408, which could be in California. 408, what is happening out in your neck of the woods?
Mark and Karen, good evening to both of you.
Hey.
Is that me?
What's happening?
All right. Cool. My first time actually calling in. I've actually emailed you, Mark, and I've talked to Karen a couple times on her stream. But anyways, yeah, I am a little bit under the weather right now because I've had a few drinks because it is 4th of July. And so I'm a little bit nervous on this aspect of it. But anyways, I have already booked my ticket, flight, and hotel room and all that kind of stuff for Vegas. And I'm going to be there 2 days early. So Karen, once again, if you need any help setting things up ahead of time, I'll be there on Thursday morning. So I will email you and let you know that I will be there early. And I've also spoken with Dr. Law, and he said he wants to try and get a get-together, a pre-get-together, like on a Friday. So we're going to try and arrange that somehow. We're not really sure how it's going to work out yet, so I'm going to try and work that out. Maybe if Dr. Law can chime in and let us know a little bit more about that.
Yeah,
that
I
would
was
be
telling Dr.
awesome.
Law the other day when I saw him that I'm gonna have to do an early registration probably on Friday. I want to get as many people their lanyards on Friday so that we're not dealing with that so much of that, or as little of that as possible on Saturday morning before the event. It starts at noon. So
Right. Yeah, I'm going to be there early. If you just need help moving tables, chairs, or whatever, I mean, I'll be there nice and early. So
all this should
I
all be
will
done.
be available.
But I don't know.
Okay, cool. And I will say this. I've met with people around the Bay Area, because I'm in San Jose. If you've never been to an actual meetup before, it is absolutely phenomenal. I just went to one this past weekend, and there is something that happens when you meet other flat earthers that are it's different from meeting other people in person. So this is going to be my first big festival I've ever been to.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really, really looking forward to it.
Awesome.
Yeah, you're gonna have a lot of fun.
You are gonna have fun.
The conferences are just there's so much energy that people don't want to sleep, and a lot of them don't. I remember Raleigh, which was the first one we ever did, and I remember going to bed fairly early because I knew I was going to be speaking, and I could just feel the energy in the building. People are just off the charts. People are just so excited because when you meet a group of people that are your I don't know if peers is the right word, but you're all in the same radio station. It's awesome. It's freeing. You just like there's no judging. It's like, oh yeah, everybody's open-minded. Everybody's a truther. Everybody's got so many things rattling around their heads, and it becomes this cyclical turbine engine that just does not want to shut off, to where when the conference is over, there's still people in the parking lot hanging out for as long as humanly possible because they just don't want to go home. So it's great. I mean, Karen can speak of like the last 3 years we did conferences down in the East. I mean, there were people that didn't even go to go inside and listen to the speakers. They just hang out in the lobby just talking. It was tough to get them inside. It was this constant rotation, the group.
That's why I'm showing up 2 days early and I'm staying a day afterward.
Yeah,
so,
good move.
And I'm also going to be bringing a conspiracy theory board game along with me. I did not make it. I bought it off on Amazon.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be handing it to Karen, and she can keep it for herself, or she can give it away to someone else if she decides to.
Oh.
I'm going to be letting people play it while we're there.
Trying to buy your way into heaven. That's what you're doing, huh? I see.
I wouldn't say that.
Oh, I see what you're doing. You're trying to suck up to the conference promoter. I see what you're doing there. That's awesome. No, it's good.
Well, the other thing, Mark, I have to say this. In 2015, it was late at night. I was listening to Coast to Coast AM, and was it Coast to Coast?
Yeah.
With,
it was Coast to Coast. George Norrie.
Some guy on there talking about how there's no real pictures of Earth. I was like, what the fuck is this guy talking about? And I just put it, I wrote it down in a notebook. And then I looked back at it like a couple of years later, as one of my students told me, there's no real pictures of Earth. The Earth is flat. I was like, what? What are you talking about? Then I had another person tell me that. And I looked back at that, and I was like, that was Mark Sargent. Like, oh my God.
Yeah.
And I didn't know who you were. So
thanks. Yeah.
Instrumental into my Flat Earth awakening.
Thank you. And again, if anyone, that was one of the only interviews, one of my only early interviews I was not allowed to put on my channel. That, in fact, Coast to Coast, they made me sign a waiver saying that I absolutely had, was signing my rights away to them. I could not use that interview in any way, shape, or form, to where I just made a promo for that interview where there was nothing about the interview at all. It just said, hey, go to Coast to listen to me, talk to George Norrie, right? And I got struck for it because their intern, because Coast to Coast isn't exactly huge, their intern was throwing strikes like candy at anyone that even, he was, it's like, oh, guilty until proven innocent, just bam, bam, bam. And I wrote him back going, did you even watch the video? It's only 60 seconds long. And it's just me saying, go to Coast. And then they overturned it. But anyway, if anyone wants to listen to that, the George Norrie one, you can email me and say, hey, I want the Coast to Coast thing. I'll send it to you. And they're not gonna be able to stop me doing that.
I would actually love to hear that again, the original one that I listened to first. So.
Yeah, email me. And
I don't want to take up too much time. I'm sure other people are trying to call in, so I will bid you a farewell, and thank you very much for taking my call. Oh, and last thing I'm going to say. Sorry, Mark, you're not going to like this very much. Fireworks, pardon my language, they're really annoying. They're going off like right now, constantly outside my door.
Yeah.
Because they are going to go off until about 3 o'clock in the morning. Be respectful to your neighbors. Don't do it until 3 o'clock in the morning.
No, and by the way, I'm not offended in any way, shape, or form. As you guys know, Strange World episode 1 was called Fireworks. It's about my early days in the illegal fireworks industry and the rise and fall of that little empire. And no, don't feel bad, man. The fireworks, I got that. I did a lifetime's worth of fireworks by the time I was 21. Lifetime.
That's the only reason I was saying it, because you have that little legal situation you had to
Yeah,
deal
there
with.
was a legal situation involving the federal government. Yeah, they did not like the fact. Well, they're called illegal fireworks for a reason, because they're illegal. So you're not supposed to make them.
Well, all right, Mark and Karen, thank you very much for having me on. I will bid you farewell.
All right, have a good one, man. See you.
See you in Vegas.
Night.
All right, bye-bye. Speaking of Vegas, did we pick this guy up yet? I don't think we did. I think he was on there. It's a guy from Vegas. 702. Let's see what he's up to. 702, are you in Vegas?
Yes, I am in Vegas.
Right
and we
on.
just recently had a small meetup where we went to go watch The Sound of Freedom, and it was a pretty good movie.
Oh, really?
Like, I recommend it.
I haven't seen this yet.
Do you know what that movie's about?
Sound of Freedom and Nefarious. Those are probably the two best movies that have come out this year.
All right. I may check it out. So cool.
And I have kind of a funny story, because you were talking about how bars don't close in Vegas, and I'm a Vegas native. I was born and raised here, and one of my childhood friends had moved out to Moreno Valley, California, and the first time I went to a bar out of state was there with him. And we were there, I forget what time it was, maybe 1 to 3 a.m. in the morning. But the bartender was like, last call. And I was like, last call? What does that mean? He's like, the bar's about to close. And I was like, bars close? I was totally unaware.
Oh wow. Yeah, it didn't even occur to me that if you grow up there, you don't, there's some things that would be foreign. Yeah.
Yeah. I just thought that was kind of funny.
Wow.
But anyway, I'll let you go.
Well, thank you. No, that was good. And by the way, that's a good reminder for us, because eventually we're gonna have to do public service announcements, which is just because the bars don't close in Vegas doesn't mean you have to keep drinking. Okay. You don't. It's not a challenge. You don't get to sit there every time the waitress comes up. It's like, "Dude, I've never ordered 8 beers at 4 a.m. before. Sounds like a wager, And no, don't. We want people to actually remember the conference. I know. Again, I'm lost already. I guarantee you, it doesn't matter what time you start the conference. My session is going to be doomed.
You're going to be up all weekend.
Yeah, people are going to be staring at me like, Mark's saying so. What's he talking about? I don't know, man. They let you bring
All
the
right,
drinks in?
Thanks for taking my call.
All right, you have a good one, man.
Love listening to you guys.
All right, thank you. Appreciate it.
Cheers.
Have a good one. Bye-bye. Let me see if I have any other emails from... Oh, he wrote back. Hang on. This troll wrote back.
The troll.
He did. Well, I apologize then many times over. A lady said, I saw your profile and picture and then laughing emojis. So I answered her post and simply told her about my career very nicely with no negativity. So my post was deleted and then I couldn't comment anymore. Shouldn't David Weiss follow your same rules? I suppose. Honestly, I should probably go into my channel and see who's the moderator nowadays. But
Probably should, if you don't know. If you haven't.
Well, you can't assign other moderators, only I can. But I'm pretty sure it was just you and David. At one time, believe it or not, you know who was on there? Was Patricia. That's how bad she got at one point.
Oh.
She's like, well, I'm done at sanitizing my videos. She goes, can I be a moderator in your channel? It's like, that's a terrible idea. Why would you want to do that? And it's like, okay, it's like, all right, have fun with it. So again, she eventually,
because there's some people be mean on your channel. You got some trolls on your channel.
I know.
Sargent.
I know, but they don't email me directly. So that to me, that is a true troll. You want to troll me? Don't half-ass it in the comment section. My email address is there. My phone number's there. My physical address is there. Everything about me is there. But trolls are lazy. They don't want to create fake emails so they can. And like this Tim guy. He's wait, it's not that Tim. No, it's different Tim.
Okay.
Yeah, no, not that guy. But he's emailing me. It's like, hey, you know what? I email back and forth with you. I hardly get any trolls, and I know the only people I ever call are drunk people, or high school students. Where you can tell they're on speakerphone. There's like a group of like 6 of them hovering around the phone.
I remember I called you when I was in Amsterdam on mushrooms. Remember that?
Yes.
Oh no, they call it truffles over there.
Yeah, exactly.
Truffles.
That's what it was. It was
magic truffles. Woo, doggy, those things were funny.
Yep.
And then I ate them with somebody else over there, and then we were just bored, and we just started calling people.
Wait,
Skype.
that wasn't Roxanne wasn't with you then, was she?
No.
Thank God.
I mean, I met her there in Amsterdam, but she wasn't there when that night.
Yep, in no way are you and Roxanne part of a weird fantasy that I ever
right
ever
right.
Yep.
Yeah,
No,
sure.
never
And in no way are you the you're the only one, right? You think
whoever
you're
came up with that.
yeah.
Nope. Anyway, moving on. Hey, look, we still have calls. So who the heck is calling me? Oh my God. This guy calls me from Hawaii. Is he still calling now? He goes, whoops, I was trying to call. Again, proof that I give out my real phone number. People sometimes will call my phone number to get on the show. And so they'll be calling the cell phone. It's like, no, man. And he actually said, whoops, sorry, I was trying to get on the show.
Yeah, it doesn't work like that. You got to call the
we have
number that's down there.
Yeah. No, it's actually on the screen. 888. It's the one I always call out. 888-222. I'm sorry, 848-222-2480. 848-222-2480. No, the cell phone number is, I should put that on the thing. I should say it's my personal cell phone, which again, you can call. Very few people call because people just don't use the phone anymore. That's a Gen X thing and some millennials, but whatever. It's fine. Glory days. All right, you know what? Let's pick them up early. Screw it. There we go. 845 because it oh my, so funny. So funny. Peanut Gallery. Yeah. Thank you, Peanut Gallery, for calling my phone. Did you hear that, Karen?
Yeah, I hear your phone going off. Why didn't you put it on silent or something?
Because no one calls. That's why. No, I mean, well, not during the show. It's pretty sporadic.
Except when you start talking about calling you, and then people start.
Yeah, well, Peanut does not count.
Yeah, you don't count. Peanut.
Yeah, you don't count, Peanut. Yep. Yeah, we were talking before the show. He enjoys practical jokes, and I hate that. That wasn't really a practical joke. I hate practical jokes. Hate them. In fact, I will probably end up killing somebody because of practical joke one day. I almost guarantee it. Someone will do something. You see those people overreact on videos, and it's like, what the hell happened? That was somebody like me. I don't know what it is. It's not like I was tortured by a clown when I was younger. Oh crap! How much time we got? Yeah, we got time. You know what? There's some other call from Vegas just came in. Let's pick this person up. Then I will pick up 845. I swear. All right, 702. What's happening?
Hey, Mark.
Hey.
Karen.
Hey.
Hey, I'm listening to some fireworks. Actually, have you guys gotten any fireworks out there?
What? Karen's got a bunch where she is.
They stopped finally at my house, but they were doing it for a while.
Yeah.
How about you, Mark?
Oh yeah. Well, I'm on an island near Canada, so it's surrounded by water. It is made for fireworks.
Uh-huh.
The fireworks basically they've been going on for since July 1st. They don't stop here because there's private parties.
Vegas is around. Well, I'm in Vegas right now. I'm hoping to catch you guys when you come out here in October.
Because we're touring. Yes, definitely.
Yeah. Huh?
Yeah, definitely catch us. Yeah, it'd be awesome.
Yeah,
Yes.
we've been listening to you guys forever, but actually, this is probably the first time I've ever gotten through on the phone lines to you. So yeah, I just want to say, man, you know what? The first time I even came across you guys,
yeah,
was just kind of like by accident, and we weren't even living here. We were living in Ohio, and it was about, I don't know, 2015 in the summertime. And matter of fact, here's the funny thing, is that here's the reason I called in tonight, is because when I first saw your clues,
yeah,
at a 4th of July fireworks show on Lake Erie in Ohio, and that was the first time I saw your clues.
Awesome.
And it was on a 4th of July.
That's cool,
And
man.
that was in 2015.
Right on. Right on.
And so I'm like, man, I said it's a Tuesday night and these guys are on. I said, man, I got to call and just see if I get through.
Dude, it only took you 8 years.
I want to say, man, you guys are, wow, man. I just want to say, that you guys have been troopers, man. And I really respect what you guys been doing.
Thank you.
So, just keep it up, and heck, man, you guys are going to be out on the east side of town, which is probably the other side of town from where I'm at. But it's not that far. When you're in Vegas, it's 30 minutes anywhere. So
yeah,
it shouldn't be too much of a problem. I think it's on the east side of town.
Yeah, it is.
I think.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
It's at Sam's
Yeah,
Town.
it's kind of like out in the middle of nowhere, but
yeah,
I don't know. It might be cool.
It's kind of out. It's kind of out there by itself, but it doesn't matter because everybody's going to be in the same place, and you'll be surrounded by flat earthers. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah, you're right. It will be.
Oh, I know, because this is my 6th event. I've done this a bunch of times.
Yeah.
It's going to be fucking awesome.
Yeah. Well, I was kind of missing it when you guys weren't here. I think it was, when was it? 2020?
No, we didn't.
We were supposed to do 2020 in Las Vegas, and it didn't work because that's when COVID.
Because of COVID.
Yeah.
COVID.
And that's how we ended up at the Shrine
the
Club.
word. Yeah.
Yep.
Hate to do this. Hate to do this to you, man, but the show's winding down. So any shout outs before I let you go?
Yeah, I want to shout out to you know what? I want to shout out to I'm going to shout out to Rob Skiba. God bless him, because he's probably one of the main reasons that I found you, Mark, and you, Karen, and my name's Pat, by the way.
Hi, Pat.
I'm gonna see you when you guys get here in October, and you guys take care, man.
All right, have a good
Happy
one.
Happy 4th of July. All right, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, shout out to Rob Skiba. Rob Skiba was a speaker at my very first Flattoberfest event in 2019. Remember that? Mark?
I do remember that.
You were there too.
He did the full 3 hours. It's like impressive, and he still people still wanted more. They still rushed the stage after he was done.
Yeah, he was bombarded.
Yeah.
And then Bob.
Yeah.
Bob Nodell. That's crazy. 2 of the speakers from my first event are no longer with us, Mark. Can you even believe that?
Well,
that
yeah,
trips me out.
Yeah, don't jinx me, man. I'm still here.
I don't think you're going anywhere.
I don't think I am either.
You're not going anywhere.
Good. There's a plan for me. I'm not sure what it is. Okay, let's pick up one more because we have to wind this thing down. Ready? Here we go. 845. Start spreading the news. I'm leaving today. I want to be a part of it in Vegas.
Long
Long live Mark Sargent. New York, New York. Don't worry, you're not going anywhere, like she said. Hey,
By the way, Peanut Gallery's comment.
matter.
Peanut Gallery said, "You got to be on the shirt to be important." It's like, yeah, good point.
Well, that's true. That's true. I think you might make the shirt.
Yeah.
Hey, but I was
you're
you're on last year's shirt.
That is true. The
That's
inside
awesome.
joke there for those who don't know, I was on at I opened one of Karen's conferences and I was not on the shirt.
That was 2020, wasn't
That
it?
was just
There was the
2020.
I'm pretty sure.
and
You hand wrote. You were a write-in.
Yeah, it was a write-in. The embarrassing part was somebody
You
came
signed
up,
every shirt like fucking different.
Yeah,
It was
first person that asked for my autograph. It's like, hey, can you
Good.
sign the shirt? And I'm looking on the shirt. I was like, yeah, I'll put it right next to my. Where the hell's my name? That is the same laugh you gave me when I came up to you with a shirt. I go, you notice something missing,
I
Karen?
could not believe that I did that, and then just like when you're that just goes to show like how much stuff there is to do when you're doing an event, and like you just think you're doing every little detail, every
details,
little
my
thing,
God.
and then something like that, like which is actually kind of a big deal.
You and Cammy,
Completely under the radar.
you and Cammy, I've never seen you laugh so hard. The two of you, just
That
cackling.
was funny.
It's like, oh god,
That's fucking great.
that's my life.
Yeah.
Because it would be you. It would
Hysterical.
be your name. And then it was even
Right,
funnier
of
because
all the
then
people.
I started seeing people walking around with shirts that says Karen sucks.
And then David Weiss, I'd handwrite my name in, and the David
They're
Weiss
all
would
different.
cross out my
funny.
name and put his name, even though he wasn't speaking.
That was fantastic.
Oh god, that was fun.
Gotta have fun, man. Gotta
Yep.
have fun. Isn't
Yes,
that what it's all about?
Yes, it is.
Right?
Yeah.
Just laughing and having a fucking blast being around people.
Yeah. Anyway, hey, you're gonna have to give me all your stuff condensed. You got a quote? You have something to talk about in particular?
All right, real quick, shout out to Nathaniel Carroll, love my little brother. Shout out to the white person who called in before. Shout out to you guys. You know, the last time the Liberty Bell was rung was 1846. They used to ring it 13 times this day. 3 presidents died on July 4th. James Monroe, John Adams, and Thomas Jefferson. And Hawaii became the 50th state on the 4th of July in 1960. And most Americans eat 150 million hot dogs today. Crazy. And I got a quick quote.
All right. What is it?
There is nothing wrong with America that cannot be cured with what is right in America. Meaning people step the fuck up, man. These assholes are running rampant in our country. Take it back.
All right.
There you go.
Word.
That's what I got. 4th of July, fake holidays, love it.
All right. And with that, we're gonna wind this thing up. We'll be back next week. Same flat time, same flat channel. Say goodnight, Karen.
Good night, Karen.
Say goodnight, Zulu.
Good night, Zulu.
And Peanut Gallery just blows smoke and says, I don't care. Yeah. So there you go. Roll music, roll credits, and hot sex.
Hot sex. Fuck Jamie Foxx.
Hot sex.
Yeah. Good night, everybody.
Yeah. Thanks for joining us for another episode of Strange World.
So we say we know what we thought we knew. All I thought we threw away was everything. Fought in many wars, danced our lives away. How well we loved is how long our lovers stay. ever been. Wound up chasing stars all over again. There's words for what you got, what you have, and what you'll ever need. There's love so many nights, so many nights, so many ways to believe.
Hello, Daisy. Hello, Mother.